Play Date, episode
52.
Ray Lewis.
That's a no-brainer. Yeah, 52. Google Ray Lewis.
Oh, we know.
What
if he's also 52? That's also my guess for the age.
No, he's like way younger than that.
Oh, I thought
Kurt Warner is 13.
Damn, he looks horrible for 13.
That was a first.
All right, my guess for Ray Lewis is also 52, Lauren.
Ray Lewis age?
For age?
He's like 41.
49. That was close.
All right, I'm going to go...
You know he killed a guy?
Yeah,
Did you hear that, Lauren?
he did.
Why would I know who this is?
Ray Lewis? Oh, the great...
He's like one of the greatest linebackers of all time.
He's like the black Brian Urlacher.
I don't know.
I would
anything about
argue. I would kind of argue the inverse of that, but yeah, he was outside of a nightclub and he stabbed a guy or something, and then like he had his boy like take the fall for it. Like there's a guy like serving time.
He got a ring. That guy got a ring, right?
I think Ray Lewis probably pays his family like, yeah, he killed 2 guys.
So we don't like this guy.
No, he's awesome.
Well, okay. He's a great football player.
So he sucks.
No, I think there was more to the story. I
Defending
think.
a murderer?
All right, give me Brad Johnson.
Wait,
Age.
one
Google
moment.
Brad
One moment.
Johnson.
I just want to I want to let Lauren know. I'm not. I think it was like. I think there was more to the story. I don't think it was like just a cold-blooded.
Well,
murder.
they were determined they were in self-defense, it says.
Yeah. So he killed. But there's another guy that's whatever. We'll move on.
Who'd you say?
Brad
Oh.
Johnson.
Who's Brad Johnson?
Age. He's a quarterback for the Buccaneers. Ooh, 62.
Damn. He's older than my dad.
Damn. He's my dad's exact age.
Oh, speaking of the Denellans, I'm in Maine. I fly into Maine. I go to this charity event or this fundraiser for my buddy Pete. And, we're chopping it up, having a good time. And when someone walks into the room and they kind of start making a beeline for you, and you're like, okay, all right, let's figure out let's rack our brain. Let's figure out who this is because they clearly know who I am. Obviously I know what your mom looks like. It was just like given the context and like how random it was.
Yeah.
I didn't immediately jump to that's Mrs. Donnellan. And she came over with Uncle Kevin, and I recognized Uncle Kevin first and then put it together and was like, oh my God, how are you? And we had a great night.
Yeah, I got a bunch of pictures and phone calls and stuff. I was at work, and my mom and uncle and Rusty were all vibing.
Some of the guys there were the funniest people ever.
It's for Best Buddies. You know Best
Yeah.
Buddies? I think they have it at like most colleges.
Yeah,
but-
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
If
like-
you're listening,
it.
they're doing a fundraiser right now, and go donate to Best Buddies. But do it go to Best Buddies Maine and donate specifically to Olivia and Peter because they're trying to win.
And then
Link them?
We'll put the link in the description.
Actually, we'll put 2 links because if you also would like to donate to Mary Pat and Kevin, they're both competing for Champion of the Year right now.
Yeah.
So we've got
It's kind of a win-win.
Yeah. You've got a friend, and I have my literal blood on the line here.
Well, for the record, I'm okay with either of them winning. Okay. So Olivia,
I think my mom won last year.
Yeah, I think so. But there was
Champion of the Year.
There was this woman, very nice woman. I forget her name, but she's like her and Will's mom kind of run it together, right? And she came up, or this other girl came up and was like, yeah, we're trying to win, but this girl, her mom already donated $20,000. So we were just like,
We might be fucked.
you should wait until the end of the fundraiser to donate that, so people feel like there's a chance they're gonna win,
Yeah.
and then you at the last
Yeah.
moment like buzzer beater $20,000.
Yeah.
But yeah, great cause. Go donate if you can.
Yeah, we'll put both the links in the bio.
In the description, please donate to either. Just not the woman who's winning by $20,000. But so there was this guy that came up. I think his name was Brad, and he was like, we're talking. He's like, "What do you do?" And I was like, I was trying to explain to kind of our strange job.
I'm a creative visionary.
And he's like, "Do you live in Los Angeles?" And I was like, "Yes." And he goes, "Tell me all the famous people you've met." And when you're under pressure, I feel like we've met some cool people.
Yeah, but
I panicked. I couldn't think of one person. So I was like, do you know like Diplo? He was like, no. And I was like,
Well, hey, you know what I would say?
What?
Sorry, is this story going for a long?
No.
Because I want to completely reroute it.
Go for it.
I would have a great new addition to that.
Yeah, you had a killer night last night.
Last night, Mount Joy concert at the Hollywood Bowl. My buddy Jack is their manager, hooked me up with a ticket.
Boogie in my nose?
No.
Okay. Perfect.
So I landed. I was in Charleston all weekend. I flew back. I stopped my house, changed, and just went straight there. Get there. I don't know where I'm sitting or whatever, so I have to go to Will Call and blah blah blah. Get my ticket. Go in.
You went to Will Call.
I went to Will Call.
all the
It's just
Wills.
for me. Yeah. And I go in, and they just keep sending me up further close to the stage. I was like, oh shit, this seat's about to be awesome. And then at the front, there's these private booths. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
At the bowl,
there's tables, right?
You can have you
Yeah.
can bring your own food, and it's a table and a little 4-person booth.
It's like you're at a restaurant.
Yeah, and you can I mean, I obviously didn't bring any food because I didn't think you could bring food to a concert.
You had a picnic basket.
Yeah, people did though. People had the people next to us had charcuterie and stuff, but they're not fully blocked off. It's just a little enclosure that 4 people
Kind
are
of at what's the one that in
the Greek.
They have those tables at the Greek that are booths. It's almost like club seating, and there's couches and stuff
Oh,
with
I don't know
tables
if
in
I've
the middle.
seen-
Like cubicles.
Wait, the one where you saw Max Marker?
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah,
What did you say, Lauren?
Is it little cubicles?
Yeah, it's almost it almost is like a little cubicle.
Yeah.
Which presumably in a 4-person cubicle, those would be bought, and everyone in it would know each other.
Yeah.
But I showed up, I was just a solo, and so I was put in a cubicle with 3 other people. Which when I walked up, I was like, "Oh, this is kind of weird." I was like, and they had put all their chicken tenders and fries on my chair. So I was like, "Hey, I'm so sorry. I think this is my seat." And there were so many other open booths.
Yeah.
It was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah.
But
You
they
sit down on their chicken.
They were like,
tenders.
"What? Really?" And then the lady came over and she's like, "Yeah, no, this is him right here." And I was like, "They're like, okay, yeah." So they kind of scrambled and made room, and I come in and sit
They
down.
were all friends.
Yeah. So it was an older man, two older guys, and one of their daughters. So the 2 people in front of me, those are the people I kind of saw the faces of before I
hot?
sat down. What's that?
She hot?
She was in high school. So, and then I sit down in my seat
No,
and
probably would have been better.
decide to say what's up to the guy next to me. I was like, "Oh yeah, sorry to crash your little thing, but it's really nice to meet you." And he goes, "Oh no, or great to meet you. I'm Creed." It's fucking Creed.
I'm going to Creed on the 31st.
no, why would he say?
I don't know, maybe
I'm Guns N' Roses.
Wait.
It's Creed Bratton.
That's crazy.
From The Office.
Oh.
Creed, that's
Oh
insane.
shit.
Yeah, I was like, I'm Will.
Wait, why am I?
Google Creed Bratton.
You're like
Okay, yeah. That's
It was Creed.
that
It
sounds
was
like
fucking Creed.
He's 81. He looks great for 81.
He,
oh my god.
he was great too.
wow.
And
It's so funny to be like, how was your night last night? Be like, yeah, me and Creed Bratton were just tearing it up.
we I played it I was too far in at that point too. Well, it would have been weird if I was like, "Oh my god, blah blah blah." So I was just like, "Oh, I'm Will. Great to meet you." And then we established that we both knew we'd both gotten tickets through this guy Jack. So I think he had, he knew. We were texting later. He was like, "Yeah, dude, are you at the show? I put you next to Creed." Yeah. I was like, "Yeah, I noticed."
that is
But
funny.
he said, and Jack was like, "Yeah, he would be great for the pod." And I was like, "Yeah." But then at this point, I was it was halfway through the show, and I had already played dumb. So then I couldn't be like, "You should come on my pod," because then it would just be like,
What
I'm
if
asking
you-
a random guy to come on.
You could have been like, dude, you're really killer. You ever want to come on my podcast? Dude, I'm going to Creed on the 31st.
Lay the groundwork. Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Of August?
What? Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Daughtry's opening.
That's gonna be great.
3 Doors Down is opening.
Where is this?
San Bernardino.
That's awesome.
And yeah.
Oh, I made him laugh too.
Killer.
He at the end of the show they were like, so we were chatting up the whole show. He used to be a rock star. He had a
Yeah.
#1 single in the 60s.
Isn't that crazy?
We were he was telling stories about tour. Oh, they have a song called Bathroom Light, and the lead singer, who we'll get in here one day, was he was like, this song's about falling in love in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then Creed goes, "I've done that before." But it was with cocaine.
Yeah.
And I was like,
His
oh.
daughter's like, Dad.
Yeah, no, it was his buddy's daughter.
Okay.
But it was weird that he was like, it was with cocaine. And
Yeah.
she was right there. But
That's funny.
Yeah, I blowed down with Creed Bratton last night.
yeah, no. But then at the end, they took a picture, and they were like, let's take a picture with the whole crowd in the background. And after they took it, I looked over and I went, shit, I blinked. And he loved
Got him
it.
again.
He died laughing.
I
And then
love
he was
that.
like, great to meet you, Will. You have a great night. And
Aw.
It was the coolest thing I've ever done. Ever.
I love it.
That's
It was the
sick.
coolest night of my
That's
life.
sick.
All right, guys. Who wants their airplane story of the week?
Lauren does.
Me.
I board a 5 a.m. flight from Portland yesterday, and sit down. There's this like, you know when you get like the really old flight attendant, and they're so nice and like, like they're just it seems like they're having a better time than the other ones. She is she's handling, first class, no big deal. Sitting up there, 1A.
Jeez.
And sit down, people are boarding. She comes up, she goes, "Can I get you any coffee?" I go, "That sounds great." And she goes, she like leaned in like it was like a secret. It was like, "You want me to put some Baileys in there?" And I was like, "No." And then I was like, "You know what? Yeah, I will actually. That sounds awesome. I've never done that." And she's like, "I'll put 2 in. You're gonna love it."
Oh.
Sit
What
down.
the hell? At 5 a.m., this lady's like, "I'm getting this kid."
It was,
fucked
it was,
up.
dude. She did it to everyone. It was almost like I almost was like, "Is she drinking?" Because it was like it was the same thing as like when your buddy is like really trying to convince everyone to have beers.
Yeah.
Like she like wanted it to happen, and then she kept coming and topping me off, and so it was like I wouldn't even get through the first one. So now I'm losing track of like how much coffee is in here versus how much Baileys.
Yeah.
And then like towards the end, I think it was just mostly Baileys, and then get to Detroit, board my second flight, sit down, first class again, no big deal, and
He's insufferable. He's insufferable.
for free, $0 to and from Maine, first
Oh,
class.
free?
For free. And the lady or the new flight attendant came around and was not as fun as the other one. And I was like, "I do a coffee with 2 Baileys." And the guy was like, "Okay." Like it was like you could tell it wasn't as fun for him.
That's a bummer. Yeah, you should have requested that she come with you on the next flight.
I started doing decaf and Baileys because I was like, I've had enough coffee. for
Yeah.
today.
Was it just black coffee with it?
Yeah, and it turns out I was like, I'm not really like feeling anything. It's like a liqueur. It's not like it's not like a shot of it's like but we had a good time. Then the guy next to me started drinking, and then we got into the screwdrivers.
There you go. I was waiting to board my flight yesterday. There was an announcement over the PA in Charleston. It went, "Whoever left," I gotta begin that. "Whoever left their magazines and fedora, please return to TSA." I repeat, if someone is missing magazines and a fedora, they are at the security checkpoint. And I tried to get my phone out and record it. I couldn't, but I was just picturing the guy like sitting down next to you on the plane with the fedora and this magazine. He's like, "Oh god."
Someone in TSA made fun of it, and so he left it there on purpose. And was like trying to leave that part of his life behind him. Dude,
so
the
funny.
guy at security in Portland, you know, like if there's something that gets flagged, it'll just be like a square and it shows where on the body.
Ding dong.
It was on my it was on my shoulder. So he starts patting me down, and then did a full body pat down, made me take my belt off. He goes, "And just expose your waistline." And so I like pulled it up, and he's like running the backs of his hands on the inside of my shorts. And it was
awesome.
like, it wasn't. It was awkward, but it was like, if it's just my shoulder, why do you need to check down here?
Yeah. I don't know. He just wanted, maybe he's
Did you get to the bottom
itching
of
for
it?
a feel.
No, there was nothing down there.
Why? Okay, weird. Wait, your story about your flight attendant reminded me. I went to breakfast yesterday. I was in Salinas, California, which is like, so I did my road trip up to Monterey, and I went to this, felt very just like small towny, like not much going on in this town, but there's this great breakfast spot that was recommended to us, and our waitress was this like 60, 70 some year old, not 70, she was probably in her 60s year old woman, and she was so cute, probably one of the best waitresses that I've ever had. And after she dropped our food off, she kept like walking by me like, like that looks scrumptious.
I was like, don't you see this shit every day?
Yeah, no, it was so, I mean, hey, I tipped her really well. Like she did great, but it was so funny. Like when she dropped it off, she's like, "Ooh, like looks delicious."
No, she was probably just hungry.
No, but it was so funny.
She really wanted a bite.
Be a shame if someone left a little bit of it. Did I ever tell you about the kid that spoiled the flagel for me on the flight?
What's that?
So I play like a bunch of like geography games every morning, and one of them's flagel, and like every time you guess, it shows you like another sixth of the flag, and you try and guess what it is, whatever.
That's not, first of all, not geography.
Well, no, it also shows you the distance.
Oh,
so
okay,
your first guess is a complete stab in the dark, and then it'll be like you're 10,000 kilometers like west of it or whatever. And so I'm like kind of honing in on it. I'm like pretty close. I'm like right on top of it. And I know it's one of the islands like in the Caribbean. and is that like the between like Mexico and whatever? Yeah, east of Mexico. Wait, yeah, whatever.
Caribbean?
The Bahamas area.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm there. I am kind of right on top of it. And this kid is looking at my screen, and I didn't want to like preemptively be like, don't tell me. But you could tell he knew what it was. And as I'm about to do my final guess, he leans over and he just goes, it's Granada. And I was like, thanks, guy.
How old is this kid?
Our age.
Pussy.
I was like, yeah.
I'm fucking pissed now.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
That's a bummer.
Just ruined my entire day.
I'm sorry that... What? I was thinking that he had done the flaggle already, but I guess he just saw the flag.
No, he was, no way he had done the flag. He was like, I think initially intrigued what the game was.
Yeah.
Realized he knew what the flag was, and then wanted to show me that he was smarter than me.
Yeah. He owned you.
He fucking got me good. It was really annoying. Do you guys see my Lego set that I built?
Yeah.
I did.
Put a picture of it right
I didn't
here.
really know what was it?
It's a lighthouse.
He told me this morning it's a fully functional lighthouse.
It is fully functioning.
Wow.
It stops boats from crashing into his apartment in Brentwood.
There have been 0 boat accidents in Brentwood since I put it up. No, you flip a switch and it works.
Wow.
It's battery powered, right?
It has 6 AA's.
Okay.
And
That's 12A.
How long did it take you?
6 hours. So I think it should have been a 2-day project, but I opened it and it was so overwhelming. And Ty walked by and goes, "There's no way you finished that today." And I go, "No, I think I could." And he goes, "There's no chance." And then he left at like 2:00. And I said, "By the time you get home, it'll be done." And it was done.
It'll be ready.
It'll be ready. It'll be hot and ready. It was ready. It was ready at like 7.
That's pretty good.
All right.
I don't know much about the Lego building process, but
So I'm still
big.
getting ass fucked by this. Sorry, pardon my language. AF'd by this Chewbacca. I've been building it for like months.
Clip
now.
that. Will's getting ass fucked by this Chewbacca.
no, that's fun.
It's if you just sat down and did it, you could finish. How many pieces is it?
I know. I don't know. Like several thousand.
Okay, yeah. This one was 2,000. My next project is either the Titanic, which is like the size of that couch, or
Wait, fun.
yeah. But I need to wait until I pull the Titanic up. We'll put a picture of it
Pull
right
the
here.
Titanic up.
It's fucking ginormous, and I have to wait until I'm gonna put a desk in my room strictly for building Legos because right now when I build them, I have to just take over the kitchen or the living room,
Yeah.
and I feel like that's kind of annoying.
I have that as well. I don't really
Yeah.
have a good spot to do it. My new house I will, which I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm moving on Sunday.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's gonna be awesome.
Wait, this is $900?
Yeah,
Shit.
retail.
What are you gonna get on the black
No, I
market
think
or
it's like
something?
sold out on the Lego site, so you have to like find someone on eBay who like hasn't opened theirs yet, and they know that it's scarce.
So it's gonna be more than $900,
I think so.
and you're gonna do that?
Wow.
That's crazy.
I think I would have to. I think I would
That
have to
alone.
get. No, I'd have to get a check that justified me spending that much money on Legos.
Yeah. So we need to
So if any
big sponsors. Want
Yeah.
like, we'll do like a dance.
we'll do literally anything. I'll build the Legos and I'll put your logo on
We
it.
gotta get a Lego sponsorship. That would be sick.
Wait, Will, are you excited to move?
I'm really excited to move. Yeah. I'm gonna have my own bedroom and bathroom for the first time in my life.
Yeah.
First time ever.
Yeah. Damn. So pretty excited.
What's the first thing you're gonna do with your own bathroom?
I mean, I guess by the time when my brother went to college, then I kind of had the room to ourselves. So, but
Were you guys bunk beds?
yeah, it was a bunk bed.
Were you a top or bottom guy?
Bunk wise, I was a top.
With Chewbacca, I'm a bottom.
Dude, I would. Yeah. No, I would. Yeah, I was a top bunk, and I stayed in the top bunk after he left because
that's kinda cute.
But then also, I had this. I had this alarm clock on my phone. There's an app for it, actually. It's actually just built into most iPhones. The alarm app on my iPhone, and I would like as a way of getting myself out of bed in the mornings. I used to be in high school so bad at like getting up in the mornings.
Yeah.
So I'd put my phone like way down on like the nightstand by
I
his
still do
bed.
that.
But then I'd be up on the bunk. Wait, you live in a bunk?
No, but like I have to put my phone across the room for me.
Okay,
to get
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this was like, presumably, if my alarm goes off, I would have to get up, climb down, and by that time, it's like, all right, I'm up.
Yeah.
I started like I would wake up and I had somehow in my sleep, like I must have been like hanging by my knees and like full, like it was I would wake up and have slept through my alarm. And I was like, how did I get there? It was insane. I don't know. It was crazy.
I had like a red bunk bed when I was a kid, but I had the room to myself. So it was like, I think my parents were just like, children have bunk beds. So I like had one.
Yeah.
And there was no like,
There's no second bunk to it?
no, there was, but like,
But you didn't have a
no one slept in the other one.
brother. Yeah.
And,
Brother.
but like people would come sleep in it, like friends would sleep over in it. But the railing on the top was like not very high.
Yeah.
And there were like multiple times where I would like fall off
An incident.
and wake up like as I like smacked the ground and be like so unbelievably confused because you're like it's the one time where like you're falling in your dreams and like I actually fell like 6 feet like onto my back.
Yeah, that's horrifying.
There was one time where I literally thought I died. I woke up. I would rarely sleep on the top bunk. I would sleep on the bottom bunk, and I'd rolled out of bed in my sleep and not woken up when I hit the ground. But then I like rolled back over. And so when I woke up, I was under my bed. I remember just being like, oh! Like,
Waking up under your bed has to be an all-time scary.
it was like, and you're like not old enough to like.
It's like a new meaning to waking up on the wrong side of bed.
Looks like Wilbur woke up under his bed this morning. But I remember like not being able to like explain what happened. Like my mom was like, "How did you get under?" I was like, I don't have the faintest idea.
I'll never forget. I had these bunk beds, and then my brother went to college, and so I just had bunk beds in my room for the rest of high school. And I think at one point we separated them, but still it was like a little twin bed. And when I left and went to college that year, my parents got an exchange student from Slovenia.
Yep.
And immediately got him a queen bed and a new mattress and like decked out the room. And I came back from college and fucking Renee had like the coolest room of all time. Yeah. I couldn't believe it.
She has like an Xbox and so you're like, where was all this?
But she's a guy, so.
Oh.
You can't knock me for
Renee.
Renee for a guy. I've never heard that.
It's Slovenian. He's from Ljubljana.
Oh, pardon me. I'm not well read.
No, that is kind of a girl name. I never teased him for that.
Yeah,
but I didn't even really think about it.
Good. I would have hoped that even if you made that connection, you wouldn't be making fun.
But he was buddies with Luka Doncic.
Oh, nice.
Got his tickets to a Mavs game. It was sick.
Did you guys ever have like super strong fever dreams when you were a little kid?
I don't know what that means. Like literal fever?
Yeah, like you're like so sick that your like dreams are crazy.
I never really got sick.
I had like pneumonia or something like bad, and I
dysentery.
Was having like I think like borderline like hallucinations like in my sleep, and I walked in. My mom said it's the creepiest thing she's ever seen. I like walked into their bedroom and was like in my like footy pajamas, like at the foot of their bed, and they like
footy pajamas.
Yeah, they like cover your feet.
Oh wait, like when you were a little baby?
Yeah, I was like 5.
Oh, that's cute. I've never heard that word before.
Pajamas.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What do you call them?
I never had pajamas.
Like a one.
I've never owned pajamas.
We couldn't afford them.
No, I'm not kidding. I just have always just slept in like my underwear and like a t-shirt or something. I don't know. Yeah.
But they said I like the visual that it was like you just that was a luxury that the Denellans.
Yeah, that was like the one thing. No.
But I was at the foot of their bed and she said she could like feel someone's like presence in the room, so they like woke up and I'm like staring at them at the foot of their bed and they were like, "Hey buddy, like what's up?" And I was like, "There's soldiers in my room." And she was like, "What?" And I was like, "There's a bunch of soldiers in my room." And so they went into my bedroom being like, "Surely there's not, but like maybe there's like an intruder or something bad." So they like went in, there was nothing, but I was so sick that I'd like hallucinated like army guys.
That's crazy. Could you imagine like your kid wakes you up like that and you go in and there's soldiers in his room? Hi, ma'am. Lieutenant Jacob. Oh.
I don't think I knew what the Ku Klux Klan was like as a kid, but I remember
what?
This goes somewhere. I was terrified of like things in my closet, but they were never like monsters. I would always be like, there are like these hooded men.
Oh, you were ahead of your time.
Yeah, I was scared of racism. And
Respect.
but I remember like deep into my like 12s was like it was too old to be like there are hooded guys in there.
Yeah.
And my mom just having to sit me down and being like, there's not like just be afraid of like monsters.
There's
or
one
something.
tops.
Yeah. But it was like, I guess that's if you're a parent and your kid's like there are monsters in my room, you can be like, well, I'm not afraid of that because I'm an adult and I know monsters aren't real.
Yeah.
But if your kid's like, there are hooded guys in there, you'd be like, that's
like,
scary.
That is kind of, yeah. Have you ever seen, when I did my year in Spain, my sophomore year of high school,
No.
there was,
What?
Well, you said, did you ever see?
well, no.
I was like,
Have you ever seen what they dress up like for Easter in Spain?
No.
Google like Spain, I think it's Easter, yeah, like Spain outfits.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not loving that.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So I was like out and about with my host family, and those motherfuckers start marching down the street, and I was like, "Holy!"
You're like, it's happening.
Yeah. I was like, "Oh my god!"
Like Death Eaters.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Can you Google why they do that, Lauren?
It's literal just Klan outfits.
Who do you think stole it from who?
Probably the Klan got it from them because they're. Yeah, I don't.
One like super racist guy from the South took a vacation to Spain. He's like, I have a brilliant idea.
Or yeah. I don't know. Let's just
Okay.
guess.
Let's just guess.
Yeah, it's hot.
I don't think this
They're afraid of the
article is gonna answer.
Well, I'm
it.
trying to figure out like what this is like called.
Oh, it's called Crazy Hat Week.
It's Spirit Week.
Well, people are going to be really excited about your new shoes.
I know. I'm stoked about
I got
it.
two. So I flew to Charleston, got in Thursday night. On Friday, I woke up, went to go for a run, realized I forgot my running shoes. So then I was like, all right, I'm just going to go to the shoe store. So I went to the shoe store. And
Is there like a general shoe
Yeah.
store in Charleston?
general shoe store. I think that's the guy in your room. No, it's Rack Room Shoes on King Street, Lower King. Went to Rack Room Shoes, found some Brooks running shoes.
Oh, so we're done with the old Brooks ones.
Yeah,
Are they the same color as mine?
no, I got new ones.
Cool.
They didn't have the ghosts, so they're not actually ghosts. It's a different model of Brooks running shoe. But I got them, and then I also saw these, and I got these, and then I left my Tevas in Charleston. So I ended up net one shoe positive for my trip, but a little bummed about the Tevas. Tevas. I think it's Tevas.
I've always called
the lady at Toad & Co. told me it was Tevas.
Toad and Co.
Do you know that
Toad and Co.
Toad and Co. used to be called the Horny Toad? I had a bunch of shirts.
You said the way you said that was like I'm the only one who knows what
Yeah,
that. It's
I
a
don't-
small boutique store
yeah.
in Portland, Maine.
Okay.
Yeah, the one in Freeport I think is still called the Horny Toad, but
I think that's cool.
I know. I went into Orvis in Freeport a couple days ago, and
Love some Orvis. My dad loves that shit.
these shorts are Orvis. Orvis is great, but you know when you're in a store and it feels like the salespeople don't want you there. And you're like, isn't your
Yeah.
like they're frustrated a new guy walked in.
New guy walk. What
Yeah.
was it like right about to close?
Nope, middle of the day.
Yeah, that I don't.
Aviator Nation, I've voiced this before. The one on Abbot Kinney, it feels like they don't want you in there.
Especially on Sundays, I get that vibe. The
Yeah.
staff there is really rude on Sundays.
Yeah.
Why is that funny?
I didn't say it was funny at all.
He's laughing.
We know someone that works there on Sundays. But I told her that. I was like, what did he say?
I was mouthing who it was.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I told her that, and I was like, do you know like the only time I went in there, I left so quickly because it felt like you guys like hated me. Like my mom and I went in there, and it was like it literally felt like you were walking to like the cool girls room, and they were like pissed that you were there.
That's funny.
Our mutual friend that works there was in there, and Jacob Elordi walked in.
Mutual friend.
What?
Really?
Walked in there with no shoes on, and she said they were all like freaking out because they're like, that's fucking Jacob Elordi, and no one had the balls to like help him because they were like, usually you walk in, they're like, can I help you like find anything? But like everyone was scared to talk to him.
Oh,
He's
I would
like
be freaking out.
the hottest man alive.
Yeah, well,
and so she was like, he's walking around like looking for someone to be like,
yeah,
whatever, and they're all like cowering in the corner, and then he walked out barefoot onto Abbot Kinney.
Oh,
That's
I feel like if you're that hot, you can do it though.
But why would you want to be?
It's kind of gross. Like, what if you step on like a needle around
Abbot
here?
Kinney's.
I don't know.
Oh,
Who do you guys think is like the hottest?
He's up there. He's one of the best looking people I've ever seen.
you're looking at him.
Are you talking guys?
Yeah.
He's up there. I think like Efron back in the day was one of the hottest guys I've ever seen.
Yeah,
I feel like
Matt Healy.
He's hot.
I have a crush on him.
is he really?
I have a crush on him.
I feel like I understand.
I mean, because he's British. I feel like
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not like he's definitely not like the most hot guy of all time, but like when he's on stage, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand.
It fires me up.
I think I have a good understanding of traditionally attractive guys, but then there will be people that girls will be like, oh, that guy's really hot. I'm like, I wouldn't have guessed that.
yeah,
I wouldn't have known that.
let's see.
Oh, who's the Hemsworth on the fifth one, top row, right there, over from Michael B. Jordan? That guy in Rush. What's his? Is that Liam or Chris?
This is Chris.
So Chris Hemsworth look up Chris Hemsworth in Rush. Chris Hemsworth in Rush is one of the hottest guys, one of the hottest people I've ever seen. Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yes.
that hair looks horrible.
Well, he's playing a guy who that's his hair.
Kind of looks like Chris Powers' hair.
Yeah,
that
I
hair
mean,
looks
Chris Powers is pretty
great
hot.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Powers might be up there.
He's playing who does he play? Click the that's a side by side of him with the real guy. Go down. No, over.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so James Hunt was this F1 guy, and he's like notoriously like the biggest playboy in like F1 history. Like,
Yeah,
just every woman in the world like loved him at the time in the 70s. And there's a funny line where Niki Lauda, who's like, him and Niki Lauda had a rivalry like in real life, and when they're both coming up, Niki Lauda gets signed to like some F1 team, whatever, and he's at the track and he likes the receptionist that works there, and one of the other racers came up to him and goes like, yeah, I would steer clear of her if you can. And he was like, why? And he's like, well, she used to date James Hunt, and apparently he's the best lay of all time, and that's not an act I would want to follow if I were you. Like, he was like apparently like one of the coolest guys
he
ever.
had it all.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I have a question. What do we think of my glasses?
I don't like them.
Maybe
Are they
wait,
yours?
put them back
No,
on.
I just found them
but
here.
like push them down a little bit.
Nope.
No, not like that.
Like a sexy teacher
I want to pull your underwear over your head when you're wearing them. Like that.
Oh, do you?
No, not
Think
So
if you-
you have a
up a little bit.
I think I like you in glasses.
That's better.
Those ones I do.
They were too high up before.
Those ones I do not like.
Not like that. No.
How is this too high up? I just found them.
You can pull off glasses. Those are not the ones.
So you let me do that for like half the episode.
Mine. I feel like you look good in my blue light ones.
Thank you. Yeah, I wore them recently. When you were gone, I was wearing them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I have one more thing that I want to say before we get into the segments that I thought was one of the craziest moves I've ever seen anyone do. I'm in a family group chat with my family.
FGC.
My mom will send texts, like funny texts. Like once I get to it, I will react with haha. She sends it and then reacts to her own message with haha.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. That is one time my dad posted on Instagram and then immediately was the first comment with the crying laughing emoji. And I screenshot it and I sent it to Bobby. I was like, could be the move, setting the tone in your own comment section.
Well, that's like some like Instagram comedians do that.
Really?
Where they'll like the caption will be whatever the regular caption is, and then a bunch of like crying laughing emojis, so you like
Think it's
that it's already like hysterical.
funny, yeah.
That's like me commenting on Playdates posts.
Yeah, you're always one of the first. That's funny.
Yeah.
Guys, we've officially partnered with Ricky to bring you the best canned alcoholic beverage on the market. Ricky was created to finally give the world a premium spirit-based drink. Ricky is made with award-winning vodka or tequila and just a touch of thirst-quenching fruit. Each can has only 130 calories. We're talking no added sugar and all natural fruit juices. Ricky has a 7% ABV, which is a lot more than its competitors. Each can, 1.5 shots, 2.5 shots in a tall boy. Not a math guy, but a 12-pack equals a full bottle, and a 24-pack is 2 full bottles. Not to mention the price is a lot better too.
The reason it's so good is it's real liquor and real fruit juice, not that typical malt liquor that you see in canned cocktails. Guys, I love Ricky. I'm going to talk about my favorite flavors, okay? Ready? Boom. Cranberry, watermelon, pineapple. I mean, I could go on and on. I particularly like the pineapple one. I'm a pineapple on pizza guy, so I'm a pineapple in my Ricky guy.
It's Labor Day, and that means one thing. I'm going to get Rickied out of my gourd. I'm going to put a couple of those puppies on ice, kick back, go to the beach, maybe pop them in a cooler, and, just have a killer weekend. I'm going to get, I cannot stress enough, I'm going to get Rickied out of my freaking mind. Head to rickyspirits.com to find out where you can get Ricky near you. Follow @Friday.Beers and @RickySpirits to stay up to date with upcoming Ricky contests and giveaways. Let's get back into the episode.
Woo!
We have a fantastic episode for you guys today. We're going to do
It's a good one.
your pitches, then our pitches. Lauren, do we have someone to prank call?
Yeah, I screenshotted one
Cool.
that I think could be good.
Is it housing related?
Sort of.
Okay, cool.
I'll take
I don't know what that means. Then we have Am I the Asshole, followed by everyone's favorite segment, This Guy Rocks. Then we have Teach Me Something. And then Will and I are going to do, in no particular order, folklore that doesn't exist and more slang words that don't exist.
Yes, we are.
All right, Lauren, let's hear some pitches. What were you going to say, Willie? Sorry.
I said, and your ass ain't ready for what I got.
First pitch is from Christian.
Attaboy, see?
Christian says, "Hey, Lauren and the Baby Bears.
Nice.
Pitch idea. My idea is called the Dreamcast. We'll have to somehow steal that name from Sega.
Sega.
I don't know what that is.
They make Sonic. Right?
Wait, like the gas station?
That's Sitgo.
Sonic, where you get the fast burgers?
Not a gas
The
station.
Fast Burger.
They do not have gas at
Sonic? That's a restaurant.
Yeah, he just called it a gas station.
This is news to me, but
Are you joking?
no.
You thought Sonic was a gas station?
Yes.
You thought Sonic had gas
My entire
and food?
My entire life. That looks
That's the Sonic I was talking about. The hedgehog.
The
yeah. I thought it was like Cumberland Farms.
Nope.
weird. All
They
right.
do have drive-in. You can pull in and then they roller skate the food out to you.
Maybe that's where I got confused. I knew cars were involved somehow.
There is a car element.
Okay,
I'll
yeah.
give you that.
Okay, so he says, so Dreamcast works like this. You and your homies plug into a console that sits on your nightstand and it allows you guys to access each other's dreams with full control.
Ooh.
You can pre-pick the dream or randomize to someone's dream and play it like a video game. It would probably lead into weird sex stuff. We can flesh that out with a few patches and updates. Love the pod. Keep it up.
I like it. I think that it would be weaponized within the first week of it launching.
Yeah, I don't. So you can actually control someone else's dream, or you can go experience a dream they had.
I think like I'm a character in your dream and I'm playing like as like a first person shooter.
Shooter.
Minus the shooter. First person. Like GTA. It's like GTA.
So you're dreaming.
You're doing whatever you're doing in your dream, but now I'm a character in it and I can roam.
But what if I went into yours? What if we both use it on each other?
Then you wouldn't be asleep.
Oh, one of them has to be awake.
I think so.
Lauren, does one of them have to be awake?
No.
Does that change your mind then?
Yeah. So whereas we're both in the same realm.
Yeah, like I think it's just like we're in the same server in our dream. I like it. Yeah,
I like it a
Well,
lot.
this reminds me of that Black Mirror episode.
A lot of
where-
these do.
I haven't seen it.
Have you watched much of Black Mirror? There was
I've
one where
I've watched it.
they would like plug into a video game and it would like basically.
Oh
turn-
yeah. It's where he like keeps those people in that world. He keeps them like trapped in that world.
No. It's
Jesse Plemons.
Like God. Does to
Yeah,
us.
Jesse Plemons like makes them be part of his like weird sci-fi fantasy.
I love Jesse Plemons.
He's fantastic.
Wait, who is that?
I would let him. He looks like Matt Damon.
That's just not true.
What? That's totally true.
Oh, this guy.
He played young Matt
No, this
Damon.
was a different.
when
episode.
his like first role as a kid was young Matt Damon. He looked.
Yeah, see how he's like they're all in this weird like Star Trek thing.
I actually don't think I've seen this one. No,
This one's crazy.
He looks like Jet, like the Pookie.
Pookie and Jet,
people.
yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Wait, put Jesse Plemons' young Matt Damon. It's.
I guess I'm not arguing what child Jesse.
No, I know, but I just think
it's.
I think it's cool if they have the. Oh, where is it? Neither of those.
Oh, he kind of does look like me.
Oh yeah, that I think that's the. movie.
Why are they making the exact same face?
Yeah, look at that.
Okay, yeah. I'll.
That's not even a young one.
No, that's like
concede
Matt
that.
Damon's Irish cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I think Matt Damon's Irish.
Okay, well, like extra Irish,
yeah, yeah.
like ginger. Never mind.
Whoa, Lauren just used the G word.
Hey,
Only they can use that word.
All right. Next pitch.
What up, Ginger?
You guys
What
aren't.
up?
You guys aren't gonna like this one, but I like it.
oh great. What is it like shopping or something?
Hey, Lauren and her girl bosses. Oh, this is from Frank Incarnato.
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
I like how
name.
sometimes you'll be like, we need to use an alias. Then you just use that guy's full name.
No, the am I the asshole?
for pitches.
Oh, I thought these were all fake names.
No, pitches. It's
Oh.
real. Yeah.
Okay, that makes.
But also, I
Tom
feel like
Stevens.
I have a pitch that's gonna blow you away. What's the worst part about investing in lots of little guy that does a thing style products?
Let's think about it.
Oh God,
What's the worst part about it?
I don't care that it's too little of a guy.
That it's a
It's derivative. It's consistently very.
it happens a lot, and you have to like house them. Like they're a guy that you now have to take.
Do they have to
care of.
poop pee?
That's-
Do they have go?
Yeah.
you have to
Well-
pay for their college.
He says that's
My
right.
little
It's
guy
having
just got into Bates.
it's having too. The problem is having too many little guys running around your life. Well, introducing Lieutenant Little Guy, a little guy that keeps the rest of the little guys on task and well behaved. You no longer have to worry about your little guys breaking things around the house, not completing their assigned tasks, or generally causing chaos.
Who
is getting-
submitted this?
Frank Caliendo.
Frank Incarnato.
Okay, Frank, I love you. I want to stress that.
This is getting out of hand.
This is more Lauren's fault today.
Agree. This is.
We talked about how enough little guys. We get them.
I like that.
And Lauren literally.
but why are you-
Lauren introduces Lieutenant Little Guy.
It's the little guy of all little guys. It's
Yeah.
the littlest guy I could imagine.
I'm furious right now, Lauren. But Frank, I like it.
Okay. Well, that's why.
No, look at how mad I am.
Well, I did pick a third pitch because I knew you guys were gonna have a freak out about that one.
Oh, called it.
Good.
We did.
I just wanted to read it because I thought it was funny. Thanks, Frank.
Agree to disagree.
Thank you, Frank.
All right, this is from Jack Wetzel.
What, Wetzel?
Hi, Rusty, Will, and Lauren. I've got a life-changing pitch here that
I have an idea. I already know what it is. It's a pretzel restaurant. Wetzel's Pretzels.
That would be great. I hope he pitches that. 'Cause that's a real thing, right?
I think so.
Nice. There was a kid, Nick Wetzel or something Wetzel, that was the mascot
At BC?
no, at Academic Magnet High School. He was,
He's a giant textbook.
he was Remy the Raptor. We were the Raptors.
There we go.
All right. He says, "What
Raptor.
is the worst part of having a primo case of ice cold crispy beers in the fridge?"
Let's think about it, Will. What's the word?
A primo case of ice cold crispy.
I can't think of one bad thing. It takes up a lot of space in the fridge, and then like your fridge is now a beer fridge. Everyone takes them.
That's right, running out. With my new invention, Brewtooth, play on Bluetooth, you'll never have an empty case of beer in your fridge again. With our patent-pending smart cardboard Bluetooth beer cases, Brewtooth will sense when your case is running low and order you in a replacement pack of your preferred brew of choice. It works with Grubhub, Uber Eats, Instacart,
so
and will send you a text when it orders a new case. Looking for 1.2 mil to get off the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Well, I believe.
I like that a lot.
I believe Amazon has
The
some-
buttons.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, but that is the same as me just opening my phone. This is like, because you kind of think you have more beer than you actually do.
Yeah.
So when you get down to like
on you.
5,
Yeah.
you think you have like 10, but in reality you just have a couple.
Yeah.
It'll order a new one automatically.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's great.
Yeah, I love it.
I mean,
that would be good technology for like fridges. Like it has.
That's why I feel like shit like this exists. Like, Amazon doesn't do anything that's like completely automated?
I don't. You might have it on like a schedule.
No, it's not Bluetooth.
Well, yeah, we know Bluetooth fridges exist.
Is that a thing?
Did you ever see that guy? He blocked his girlfriend, and his ex-girlfriend, and everything, and she was texting his fridge.
What?
That was the only way she could get in touch with him.
That's great.
Um,
We should get a fridge in here
I know.
with like tuna.
Yeah.
Oh, we have we're getting a new studio. Can we talk about this?
Yeah.
We're getting a new studio. We're moving offices, and we're getting a new studio in like a month and a half. Probably like a month.
Yeah.
But we've been solicited to like if we had any like ideas for the new studio. So let us know.
Yeah.
If you guys have any ideas of like we could totally rethink. We could be like sitting at a table. We could,
I hate the table idea.
no, not that.
I think this chair vibe is good.
Just
I
I don't want chairs that sink me so much. And I don't want to read comments about my gooch every week.
Yeah, I think we should get you longer shorts.
These are long. There's longer than your shorts right now.
Not true.
Not true.
Stand up.
Mine are down to my knees.
His are much longer.
Much longer.
Yeah.
I'm just tall. They're the same length. What do you like? Do you have?
Do I have what? No, his are.
They're right above his knees.
What does she have, Will?
That's much longer.
You're pulling mine up.
No, I'm not.
You were like, look, they're much longer.
No, I'm not. No, it wasn't. They both go to our knees. What are you talking about? Is this like a cognitive dissonance thing? I don't know what that means, but
Will wanted to use cognitive dissonance.
but they were. We just stood up next to each other.
His are touching his kneecaps.
Same.
No, they're not. We don't need to. Nobody. I don't. It doesn't really.
Oh yeah, they kind of are. Kind of are.
Not see it.
They kind of are the same.
Whoa!
like-
Why does it
Touch my
matter
kneecap.
this much?
Because I'm dying on this hill because I get all these gooch comments every week and it's starting to get to my head.
You know what's crazy is I flash just as much. I feel like, but I don't get
Always
I don't get any heat. Yeah.
They were touching my knees.
Oh, whatever.
Why are you denying? I just don't like. I'd be like, you're not wearing headphones right now. Like, do you know how frustrating that would be
I'm not
from your
denying.
perspective?
It's just my opinion.
It's not an opinion thing though. That's why it's
Yeah, I
annoying.
guess they are objectively touching his knees, but they do it in a different way.
Yeah.
Like yours are like kind of floating down, mine are there. Mine are
Yep.
concrete there.
I
Yours
agree.
kind of like trickle down banging.
Banging.
All right.
bang.
Should we hear some? We got to pitch each other. Presented by Cash App. It pays to get paid on Cash App. I've got a killer one today.
Okay.
We all know about the sneaky link, right? We're all familiar with the kind of that
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
concept.
I'm familiar.
I've never had one, but
But what does that mean? I actually don't. Is that?
I think it's like no. It's like you're like kind of seeing someone, but it's like discreet, and maybe they just come over at night, and you like don't really tell your friends about it. Whatever.
And
This
you like tiptoe around with them.
Yeah. You're always like you're solving clues.
Okay.
Yep.
This is the honest link. It's social media for your exes.
Okay.
So you can go on their page, and there's a box that you can check if you would get back together with them. But it doesn't notify them unless it's both of you have it checked.
Wasn't this also? Didn't you have a very similar idea?
I had one that was
like
it was
your
like
friends?
hooking up with your friends.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But that was
that one.
months ago. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
And so it kind of takes all the awkwardness out of like putting yourself out there and being like, I want to get back together, and them not feeling the same way.
Yeah, I love it.
Thank you.
The honest link.
Be honest. Like,
A sneaky link is what I call when I eat a bratwurst at night or something.
I had a sneaky.
I had a
link.
bratwurst yesterday.
I bet you did.
It was
Did you?
great.
You didn't do my idea then. Have I not told you this? This would have been so perfect because you take a picture of it and post it
Brat Summer.
with a caption brought summer.
No.
I've been wanting to do that all summer.
You've never told me that.
Why don't we can make that happen like today?
I know. I just
It's like pretty easy thing to do.
I know. I just haven't like remembered it while I'm at a place that has bratwurst.
Yeah, I went to the ultimate bratwurst place.
Worst
What does
coochie?
that mean?
No, I was.
Can't be worse.
I was in
coochie.
Solvang.
That's the plate.
I went to Solvang.
Definitely worse cooch. Worse coochie would
No,
be
it's
the
worst coochie.
No.
No, worse coochie would be.
No,
the,
I swear to God, because I went to worst coochie and everybody knew you. I went to worst coochie and they said you were the mayor.
I would.
Wait, that place is not worst coochie?
Definitely worst cooch. Worst coochie would be literally. Worst coochie.
Let's
what
see.
Worst coochie.
Oh,
Worst coochie.
Versus Coochie. So I'm closer to mine than yours.
You're right. You're correct. I was wrong. But that's insane that they call it that.
So there's a place yet.
They used to call Will worst coochie in high school because that's all he hooked up with was the worst coochie. I felt gross about that one.
Oh,
no, it's fine. I was hooking up with kind of girls.
Anyway, so what was your pitch?
On the honest.
Oh no,
link.
we have yours. What's yours?
Oh, okay, yeah. This is it's a new concert venue. It's called Castle on a Hill, or it's something like that.
Ed Sheeran has a song called Castle on a Hill.
Yeah, he's the biggest investor. It's got his face everywhere.
Okay.
No, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I also don't think that's like he doesn't like have like the IP to that. Isn't that like it's from like a fairy tale?
No, it's just a side comment.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
okay.
continue.
Castle on the Cloud, maybe. Cool.
Okay.
Les Mis. There is a castle on a cloud.
I didn't see it.
I haven't either.
Okay. I won't.
Of course, one of the 15 things you've seen is Les Mis.
It's a play. That doesn't count. Or musical. Okay, anyway. It's a concert venue. Here's my thing. Think about every concert venue right now, and I understand that most of them are just repurposed sports venues. So they're stadiums with a stage at the bottom, and then it kind of goes up, and you're like up looking down. But I think at a concert, it's cooler to be looking up than down.
Agreed.
So my idea is it's like a reverse stadium where the band is on a stage in the middle.
Yeah.
And then all the seats are like tiered, but up so that you're looking up at the band up on a stage above you.
That's cool.
Kind of like, you remember like Kanye on his like St. Pablo tour?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
had like the floating stage.
So, but what are the like nosebleeds there? What do they call the nosebleeds?
The bunkers.
Yeah.
Or something. Or
Yeah, we
like
got some bunker seats.
the wormholes.
Yeah.
I don't understand the logistics of this. Like,
Imagine a mountain.
Imagine a hill.
yeah, but I don't know. I don't think this would work.
How come?
What do you mean it wouldn't?
Well, if you're way at the bottom, like there's gonna be all those people, and then
Yeah, but all the seats are reclined. So
I mean, you would say the same thing about a normal stadium. if
no,
you
because
hadn't
it
been to
is
one.
visible everywhere. If you are truly at the bottom, you might.
Well, no,
have
but it's
trouble
at an
are they on a translucent
Wait,
stage?
No.
Good point.
They're hanging over the edges.
They're all on ropes and they're hanging off. This
No, they're like leaning over the edge. Okay.
Face melting someone in the
All right,
front
all
row.
right. I guess I have it. I guess if you think about, if it's like a 20,000 person thing, that might be an issue. But it's like a smaller event.
Yeah.
venue.
No, I like it.
Like I think for like 1,000 people, you could do it in a way where like everyone would still have a good view, and it'd be kind of a fun thing where they're like the focal point in the middle, and you can sit all around it.
Yeah.
Maybe this sucks.
No, it sounds great. I could.
I think Lauren's just picturing too steep of a hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm picturing.
But now I'm
picturing,
picturing
like-
that because she was picturing it, and now I'm seeing a lot of issues with my.
Oh, Willy, what if the people are on like a roller coaster track?
This feels like a totally different idea.
You go around seeing them from all different angles.
Okay, yeah, maybe that could be yours for next week.
Okay. Two years.
And that was Pitches presented by Cash.
It pays
to get paid on Cash App, and I always say that.
I've literally been. I have that tattooed on my chest.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He does.
Okay, guys, let's take a minute to talk about Cash App. You probably know Cash App is the place to send people money, like when you just settle up with your friends after a night out on the town. We're here to tell you that Cash App actually has a lot more to offer. Don't overlook Cash App like Will was overlooked every year of his life. Cash App is the place for a faster, simpler way to manage your money. You can start saving with as little as $1, as there are no minimum balance requirements. With Cash App's savings, you can get the most of your money with no hidden fees and no account fees.
Guys, Cash App makes it easier for you to save money with high-yield saving, so you can save up for things you love, like squirrels. Cash App also gives you control over your money. Get control over your money like I get control of squirrels. Download the app and take control of your finances with Cash App. Join the millions who already manage their money with Cash App and start saving today. Make the most out of your money. It pays to get paid on Cash App. As you all know by now, we are teamed up with BetMGM this season, and we will be using BetMGM lines to make all our picks. We'll have special offers for our listeners every single week. If you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, use bonus code PLAYDATE, and you will get up to a $1,500 first bet offer on your first wager with BetMGM. Here's how it works. First, download the BetMGM app and sign up using bonus code PLAYDATE. Deposit at least $10 and place your first wager on any game. You will receive up to $1,500 in bonus bets if your bet loses. Just make sure you use bonus code PLAYDATE when you sign up. Disclaimer, see BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. U.S. promotional offers not available in New York, Nevada, Ontario, or Puerto Rico. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369 in New York. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP in Arizona. 1-800-327-5050 in Massachusetts. 1-800-BETS-OFF in Iowa. 1-800-981-0023 in Puerto Rico. First bet offer for new customers only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards are non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
Don't forget, if you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, use bonus code PLAYDATE and get your $1,500 first bet offer today. Should we hear some prank calls?
Should we hear some prank? We field prank calls.
Do you want to do prank calls?
Give us your worst.
AITA.
What?
You want to do a prank call before?
Sure.
All right. Well, I sent you guys one if you want to look at it.
Okay.
It is. This person said, can you prank call my girlfriend, Alessia? She has a roommate who apparently cooks a bunch of food that smells like shit. Act like you're the leasing office and say there have been multiple complaints about her apartment smelling like rotten or bad smelling food.
Yeah.
And the neighbors have been complained multiple times.
That's so good. Okay, Lauren, put all the stats on a Google Doc on the TV, please.
All the stats. Those are the only stats I have.
The stats.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to prank call this girl named Alessia. Apparently she cooks.
No. Her roommate.
Oh.
But that doesn't matter. It's
Okay.
Because you don't know that because you're just you don't know who's cooking it.
So apparently Alessia's roommate cooks really stinky food. And so we're going to pretend to be from the leasing office and say that numerous tenants have complained about the smell of the food, that she needs to get better at cooking.
Yeah. Or yeah. I would just start with saying the complaints about the smell of the food. Because if you say she needs to get better at cooking, she's going to immediately know it's a prank.
Also, the boyfriend Liam said that she might not answer because she doesn't answer spam calls that much, but we can try a couple times.
Okay.
So,
wait, who am I? I'm Mark from the
leasing department of the building. Department. The building department of the...
This is scary. Okay.
From the leasing office.
Hey, this is Mark from the leasing office.
Or something, right?
Wait, now it's calling a different number. That's not her number. Why is he doing this?
I know, that's how it does.
Okay.
We did this last time.
Your call has been forwarded.
Damn it.
Call her back?
Yep.
Yeah.
How do I... Okay.
It might come from a different number. I don't know how this service works. I think it might be... I think it's a different random number. Oh, no, it isn't. No, it isn't.
She's probably so pissed right now.
Your call has been forwarded.
All right.
That
was our prank call segment.
AITA?
Yeah, let's just...
So is that just what it's going to be if they don't answer? We're just...
I mean, we have...
Yeah, I think that's fine.
All right.
Every once in a while, we'll connect.
Yeah.
That was the prank call.
Guys, if you have... Please submit homeowner style ones to us. We're trying to get a hold of people, but sometimes it's we got off to a hot start. It was easy.
I know. I can't believe we the first two were so good. I think we just got
They're not all going to be hits. It's okay.
All right. Am I the asshole?
Am I the asshole?
I'm my asshole.
All right. This is from Stephanie. She says, hello, Laura and the Spice Meisters.
Nice.
Longtime playmate and big fan of the pod.
Spice Meisters?
Yeah.
I love that.
Am I the asshole for not warning a lady that I nibbled her pizza before she paid for it and took it home?
I nibbled her pizza?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Sorry, yes.
I can't wait to hear about
On my way home from a final exam, I got my boyfriend to order a pizza so I could grab it on the way home. I was starving, so I picked it up and got into the car where I snuck a few nibbles. I brought the pizza home and realized it was the wrong order. The ticket said Sarah, which is not me. I drove back to the pizza place with Sarah's order and asked to grab my correct order. As I'm about to walk away with my pizza, Sarah walks in with her 3 kids and starts paying for their order. I was about to say something, but I truly didn't want to deal with it, so I walked out and got back in my car. As I drove away seconds later, I saw Sarah and the Chillins walking to her car with the pizza that had a hole in it the size of my mouth. Should I have warned them, or is this on one of the employees?
That's on one of the employees. Why would they? Or maybe why'd you give them the pizza back?
It was probably one of those like racks where you just like grab your order.
Yeah.
She probably just put it back up. That's what I'm picturing.
Yeah, you shouldn't have put it back up. Why'd you put it back up? You ate it.
That's great. I mean, at that point, I would have just been like, okay, this is what I'm eating.
Same.
Like, once you've taken a bite out of it.
Yeah.
Especially if it was your fault that you grabbed the wrong one. If they gave you the wrong one, then you could go back and be like, I took a bite but realized it's the wrong one.
I think it's wild that she drove all the way back. I would have just eaten it.
I know. I wonder what the types of pizza were. Also, yeah, that's crazy. I think you're a bad person for that. Those poor kids.
Well, they're going to get home. They're going to open the pizza. They're going to see there's a bite in it. They're going to call the pizza place. They're going to ream some high school kid out who's working there who doesn't deserve it. Someone's probably going to get fired. Bills aren't going to get paid.
The place will probably then the person who gets fired will come back with a vengeance and burn the place down in the middle of the night.
Yeah, you really fucked this pizza place.
Jeez.
That's actually really. I mean, I just don't understand why you put it back.
Yeah, I can't believe you even went back.
Yeah, I don't think you're the asshole. I think it was just like gross negligence.
No, I think you're the asshole.
Well, I don't think she thought about it.
But she was there when Sarah walked in. I think that's where you go, okay, all right, hand up.
Yeah.
I took a bite out of the pizza.
Yep.
Yeah, tell the employees.
But how did the employees not have looked at it?
Yeah, they let a stranger walk in and put a pizza box on their thing.
Yeah, that's like, I don't think once you leave the restaurant with it, they shouldn't then serve that to anyone.
You're not even allowed to. If I put the food on the wrong table and no one touches it, I'm not allowed to bring it to another table if I'm a waiter.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What
I love you. I love you.
You're the asshole.
You might be the asshole.
You're the asshole. And I love you too.
And then this is coming from a place of love. We want you to get better.
We want you to grow. We want you to be a bigger.
How did you not notice you were eating the wrong flavored pizza?
Well, that's the other question is like how, well, I can't picture what the types of pizza were. They were similar enough to where you ate some of it, but different enough to where you were like, I have to go back.
Yeah.
Maybe it was like a gluten-free situation where she couldn't tell.
Oh my God. Yeah. You just killed some kid with celiac too. Wow. This is interesting.
Well, no, they still got the right pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Killed some.
She died from celiac.
She's writing this on her deathbed. Yeah, Will and I love you, and Lauren loves you. I think
Lauren looks iffy.
I think you might be the asshole, but more. I think. What's her name again, Lauren?
Stephanie.
It doesn't sound like you did this maliciously. I think it sounds like you just weren't thinking.
This is eco-terrorism.
You gotta be more aware of your actions.
Yeah.
How did you if you were unaware enough that you were eating a pizza that is not the correct flavor?
Well, yeah, that's what
and then you put it back.
Not to beat a dead horse here, but I can't. I wish I kind of knew what kind of pizzas we were talking. But.
Yeah, can we call her
Pizza Girl?
Yeah.
Pizza party at your house. I went just to check it out.
Is this
19 extra larges. What a shame. No one came. Just us eating all alone. You said take the pizza home. No sense letting all this go to waste. So then I face pizza all day and every day. There's cheese round the clock. It's getting me blocked. But I sure don't care for irregularity. So tell me, why'd you have to go and get me so constipated?
Oh, nice.
Really been a major inconvenience on my bladder and I really hate it. Or my bowels and I really hate it. In the bathroom, I scream and I grunt and I groan and I twist and I pull. And
I pull.
I twist and I pull.
That's Weird Al Yankovic for you.
I'm so tired. And
What's new?
I had a busy weekend.
Working for the weekend like usual.
I don't think she's gonna answer.
Working on the weekend.
Yeah. Well,
all right, that's
Stephanie,
fine.
text
Whatever.
us.
You're the asshole.
Yeah, text us what kind of pizza. I'm so confused.
Yeah.
But yeah, that might be our first time I think a Playmate is the asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're
Actually,
generally
that's
pretty
not-
forgiving on
that's
this
not-
stuff.
I don't think that's true. All right. Next one is from Bradley.
All right, Brad.
Bradley says, "Hey, Lauren and the Rat Gang.
Nice.
I live in a house where most of the people don't know each other when they first get here. So I try to get to know the guys when they move." I know that.
So the possibilities are,
It's like a halfway
I was
house.
going to say the same thing, halfway house, hostel, uncool frat
Like,
house.
why everyone else is coming in and out, but he's not?
He's just described. He doesn't
It's
think
like Jerry's house.
he doesn't think we know what dorms are. All right, sorry. Continue, Lauren.
He says there's a new guy that moved in recently. We will call him Antonio. Antonio is a pretty chill guy, so I invited him out with some friends the day after I met him so we could get more acquainted with the area. However, now that we've become more friendly, he's always asking what I'm doing when I leave the house and when I'm going out with my friends again. Also, if I ever get into a seemingly small conversation with him, it ends up turning into something that lasts over an hour.
Yep.
Am I the asshole if I stop telling him when I'm going out with my buddies whenever he asks? Also, side note, the first time we went out together, he started talking to a girl my buddy was on a date with for an extended period of time because he found out they went to the same college.
Yeah. No, you're not the asshole. And I actually think that anyone who's like, what's his name, Antonio?
Yeah.
People like Antonio make me so uncomfortable where like you have to avoid running into them because it's like, oh, great. Now I got an hour and a half conversation with Antonio.
Yeah. I mean, I will say, like, to Antonio's defense, like, the fact that you extended the olive branch and, like, invited him out, like, it's reasonable that he would assume that
Agreed.
that would be a recurring thing. So
Agreed.
you're going to have to phase him out and it's not going to be easy, but I think it's totally valid.
So, but here's the problem, Will, is like he was trying to do a nice thing, and like if he didn't, I think sometimes it's known like I'm doing this because you're new and whatever.
Yeah.
And like it clearly didn't go that great the first time.
But I think Antonio probably woke up like, that was a killer night. Like, I don't think he's aware.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying you got to, like,
Yeah.
you got to operate under the assumption that he doesn't know that he's annoying.
Yeah. You phase him out and you
Yeah.
just avoid him a little bit, I think. And then like, or you could, those guys know pretty quickly once you start treating them like we're not best buddies. Like he'll get the hint after a little bit.
Or you could do the super glue in his bed so he can't get out.
Yeah, you're not an asshole. Just like be friendly. Like,
So what are some
don't be
solutions
rude.
that he could use, Willie?
Gorilla glue, super glue,
Duct tape.
duct tape, something that keeps
Handcuffs.
him physically stuck in his bed.
Handcuffs.
Yes.
If
yes.
you
handcuff him. You should handcuff him to his bed.
I think he'll get the hint.
I think he might get a different hint.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. Well, the thing he said at the end about, oh, we started talking to my like buddy's girl. I feel like maybe don't read into that too much.
Yeah, they went to the same college.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that if depending on what the college is, like that would be a reason to
Yeah.
like initiate.
Especially if it's a small school.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that in and of itself,
I feel like
without
it's-
context, doesn't strike me as anything bad.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I just know I have a guy like that, and I understand the annoyance.
A guy that went to college.
No, a guy that like
Antonio.
constantly wants to do stuff, and we're not buddies like that.
Yeah.
And I have not gotten him to get the hint yet, so I don't know how.
Yeah.
No, you're not the asshole, but just just phase him out.
NTA, but treat him with dignity because he probably isn't aware.
Yeah.
I also wonder what it must be a halfway house, right?
No, I don't think it's probably some sort of like, you know, like where like Drew and Jerry and those guys live. It's like a big house with a bunch of rooms, and there's just like tenants coming in and out.
Oh, okay, interesting.
You know what I mean?
Like a shared living.
Yeah, it's not, or it's like if it's like at a college maybe too.
All right, should we do This Guy Rocks?
Like a halfway house means he got out of prison, right?
No, halfway house sometimes is like it could be prison, it could be like addiction. So it's like
Got
a lot
it.
of like sober living.
Yeah.
So-
It's not.
yeah.
It doesn't mean they're like. It's not like a crazy.
We said out for drinks too, so
no. You just said out. That's why I was like waiting to hear.
I don't know.
Guys, Will and I want to take a second to let you guys know about our new sponsor, Everyman Jack.
All right, here's a true story. Before we knew Everyman Jack was sponsoring Playdate, Rusty and I found a box of their product on our coworker's desk last week. We stole a bunch of stuff out of it and made a pact to not tell anyone. So I have been using their body wash and deodorant for like a week now.
Yep.
We thought it was a heist. Then we found out today they're sponsoring the podcast.
We were allowed to take it.
So we have perhaps the best personal endorsement that it was so good we stole it.
Which we don't recommend.
Yeah, you should buy it. You should buy it.
I'm currently wearing the sandalwood deodorant.
I'm wearing. I don't know.
Is that the red one?
No, mine's like green. But
Okay, I wear the red one, and then I use the brown body wash. I have been using Everyman Jack since I was a kid. I love Everyman Jack. It has my name in it.
Rusty?
For those of you that don't know that my real name's Jack. But it's legitimately the best smelling thing on the market. Everyman Jack, we love it. You're going to love it. Guys, please give Everyman Jack a shot today and go to everymanjack.com and use code PLAYDATE at checkout for 20% off your first order. That's everymanjack.com, code PLAYDATE at checkout for 20% off your first order. Again, it's so good that Will and I stole it. Let's get back into the episode. So my This Guy Rocks is special this week because
most of them are.
Because it's us, Will.
Oh.
It's... So, Lauren, before you click this, don't...
We rock?
Someone sent a video of Will and I on an airplane, and it just came across my desk.
They took without us knowing?
I mean, I can't imagine either of us knew it. But this is a live look.
Accept it.
This is a live look at Will and I on a flight recently together.
Are you serious? For the audio listeners... It's a douchebag in first class treating a regular economy passenger like a piece of shit.
Pinky up.
It says, walking past someone in business class, and they're doing that thing that we've all experienced when you walk through first class where they're just like, the people in first class are for some reason like glaring at you.
Yep.
And like acting like they're better. But
So you think those guys rock?
I just thought I thought it was funny, and I thought it was like an accurate because
You're so out of touch.
I'm the guy. I'm 99% of the time. I'm back with you.
Yeah. You always talk about how you're sitting in the back of planes. That's like a big topic you bring up a lot. Is how you're not sitting right at the front.
I was thinking about this. I've created a real hole for myself where
you just dug 2 more trenches today.
No,
3.
I mean, if a playmate sees me at the airport and I'm sitting anything but, I'm gonna get flamed.
Yeah, they're gonna think the podcast is going downhill.
Yeah.
All right, I slacked mine to Brian, Lauren. What are you doing over there? She's like texting.
I'm not.
Have you never been a part of this podcast? Lauren.
Well, it's just like this is the one segment we like need her to be.
I am.
Right.
I'm on top of it.
I know. I was
trying
just
to find your name.
I was just freaking out. I'm sorry.
I know it's okay. All right, ready?
Mm-hmm. This is Anton Drake the Vampire. Anton Drake the Vampire.
This is just gonna be great.
It's very quick.
All right, Will, do you want to just describe to the audio listeners what just
really
happened?
dripped out guy turning around and doing a kung fu kick, and
his name's Anton Drake.
His name's Anton Drake the Vampire. He's son of the dragon now and forever. He's living his best unlife.
So guys like this, Will,
rock.
They rock. But do you think that Antoine
would be a crazy name for this guy.
Oh, Anton would be crazier than Antoine Drake the Vampire?
Yeah, well, like Anton is like an old white guy's name. Antoine is like a young black guy's name.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Antoine Randall L.
I'm kind of scared of this guy.
Do you think that this guy believes that he's a vampire?
I think there's a strong possibility. He's at least semi-convinced he's of vampiric origin.
Did this man just pop up on your
Yes.
Explorer?
Yeah, my Explore page is getting pretty good.
Mine's only stuff like this.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Have you
excited.
seen, what's that new guy? Like
Venturing?
Would you guys rather be a vampire or a werewolf?
Vampire.
Werewolf.
Well, a vampire, I have some sort of control over it. Werewolf is just every time it's dark, I'm a different
I know,
thing.
but I think running around as a wolf would be so fun.
Agreed.
You can't go out anymore, though.
Whatever.
As a wolf, you can. Like, I could go play in the forest all
I'd
night.
rather run around as a wolf than go out.
Yeah. Oh, you mean like go out to bars?
To get
Yeah, I would
drinks.
way rather. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, run around as a wolf any day of the week.
I can't find this guy.
You
but
can
there's-
get on like the highest mountains
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Wait.
Eat
Oh,
bunnies.
Yeah.
okay. Wait,
Kill little critters.
Lauren, I have a new one. I'm gonna
Well,
select it to
I'm
Brian.
not doing that.
That guy kind of reminded
You
me.
would starve to death.
I'd be a vegetarian.
You couldn't. They're carnivores, I'm pretty sure.
Well,
Okay.
I'd be different.
This guy kind of reminds me of the guy you just showed me. This is along the same lines.
Okay.
So this is a character introduction of a new character that this guy's doing. He's wearing a. You'll see.
Character introduction. Versalord. Versalord, you may take the wheel. Thank you. I am Versalord. As I look similar to him, Versalord, I am existence incarnate, but you may call me Versa if you want to. My real name is Vincent Goldenson, or Willy Godonison Versalord, son of Versa. I have all superpowers that are possible.
So
We can't watch all this.
Just wait.
4 minutes long. We're not watching.
Yes, it does seem overpowered at first.
All right, that's enough. But like,
what is he even yapping about?
I can't
That's
even
kind
understand
of-
a word he's
that's
saying.
kind of what I'm talking about. Is like these guys truly believe
yeah.
that they
Yeah.
are something else.
Well, that was Versalord, right?
that is Versalord.
Okay.
He goes, Versalord, you can take the win. He goes, I made it look similar to Versalord. It's like, we don't know who that is. All right, do you guys want to do Teach Me Something?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, I have a Willed themed one today.
It's me themed.
It's about slugs.
Ow.
Nice.
Okay, did you guys know that slugs are attracted to beer? So if you put
Really?
like a bowl of beer out on your like lawn,
Yeah.
By
Like I do for you sometimes.
yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, it'll be like filled with slugs. They can smell the like yeasty. They're like attracted to the yeasty aroma, and they can smell it from like 200 yards away.
Jeez.
And they all come. But why is everyone dropping their phones? But the problem is once they get in, they get like alcohol poisoning or they like drown.
Oh.
And so it's like this guy.
Sorry,
What?
my phone went off.
This is fucking pandemonium.
It's kind of a powerful metaphor.
This guy, yeah, exactly. This guy posted a video of it, and then he just has this bowl of dead slugs now, and all the comments were like, "Okay, but now what? Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, what are you like?
What's the point?
Like, yeah, interesting science experiment, but like,
Yeah.
where do we go from here?
I wonder, like, if you did like NA beer. That would be an interesting sign. Would they still be attracted?
They all have man buns.
Yeah.
They're all
Yeah.
wearing flannels.
They all moved to LA.
All right, Willie, teach me something.
LA is.
We interrupting, Lauren?
No. I heard that whole thing.
What was the last thing I said?
L.A.
Yeah, she was dialed in. Okay, I've got something. There was a book written it was published in 1898.
Okay,
It was called The Wreck of the Titan.
I've heard about this, but this is crazy.
Yeah, it was about a fictional British ocean liner called the Titan that sinks in the North Atlantic Ocean after striking an iceberg. And this was 14 years before the Titanic happened.
Wait, what was it called?
The Titan.
The Titan. Well, it was originally called Futility, but the book in the boat in the book was called the Titan, and
They called it.
they just like called the Titanic.
Weird.
And then they reissued it after the Titanic sunk and changed some of the stuff about it because it was like too close to home. It like wasn't funny anymore.
Damn.
Oh, it was supposed to be a comedy.
No, it's just like it wasn't. I don't know. They
Yeah.
just like it was too real.
That's so
But
insane.
isn't that insane? Like imagine being the author. Like immediately,
Yeah.
he was a suspect probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were there suspects in the Titanic?
They
Probably.
thought it was an insurance thing because there was this like other boat called like the Olympia
Oh
or
yeah,
something, and they were basically like identical. And the guy had taken out like a huge insurance policy on the Titanic or something, and then like they think they switched the ships, and that the boat that actually went down wasn't the Titanic; it was the other one,
because
so that he would get all the insurance money.
why wouldn't he have just taken one out on the Olympia?
Because it was old. It was like an old boat that like presumably was like going to sink if they kept running it. And then there were like the amount of like wealth that died with that boat is like insane because a lot of people didn't have like heirs. And so they just went down. They had no one to give all their like stuff to. So there were all these like abandoned like trusts and like mansions and stuff like that.
The government got or something?
No, I think they're just like they fell into like disrepair.
Oh, I thought that would be, but what would be like?
No, that wasn't like a conspiracy. That was
that's
just like a thing that happened.
Got
Yeah,
it. That's interesting.
yeah, really crazy stuff. Did I tell you that I think I might have said this last week. The iceberg that the Titanic hit was has been around since 1000 BC.
That's crazy.
It's that
still
old.
around?
I think so.
Oh wow.
All right, should we do Willie? Do you want to do slang words?
And that is just the tip of the iceberg on our Titanic.
There we go.
knowledge.
There we go.
It always fascinated me how the Titanic ship like wasn't actually that big. Like that always
What?
It was giant at the time. Now it's like tiny.
it's like
Really?
not a very
Compared to like cruise ships,
Yeah.
it like looks. It's like a small yacht
Size comparison?
or
versus cruise liner. Yeah, it was like literally tiny compared to.
Wow.
Yeah, in my head it was ginormous.
yeah, like massive. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Anyway,
Interesting. I still cannot wrap my mind around how a cruise ship floats.
yeah, I don't know.
It's just like buoyancy.
There's no changing my mind
I
on
don't
this.
get it
It's
either.
crazy.
Okay, yeah, I know. I'm with you. Like, it is insane. But there's so much of that boat that's under the water.
Yes. It's just crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
It is crazy. Oh, did you see that fucking yacht that went down?
no.
What?
You haven't heard about this?
Where?
I don't know, but it was like somewhere in Europe, and it was the co-chairman of vice chairman of JP Morgan was on it. Like a bunch of billionaires were on it. They were celebrating him like winning this giant lawsuit. He basically sold his company. It was a horrible deal for the company that bought it, and they were suing him over it. He won, and then the lawyer, a bunch of other people were on this ship that like it got hit by a water spout, which like sounds scary.
Like from a whale?
There's like a water tornado. You never seen those? It's like there's no way it should have been able to sink this giant yacht, and it went down in like 2 minutes.
Oh my God.
Like 15 minutes.
They all die?
A handful of them died. A mom got off with her like 1 month old baby. Like a handful of them got off.
Wow.
But it was at like 4 a.m, so like no one was awake to do anything.
Yeah.
By the time they realized the shit.
So they were all sleeping on it.
Yeah,
Oh my
and
gosh.
yeah, horrible story. But like they think something. Like people are getting investigated for like criminal negligence because it was like there's no way this ship could have gone down.
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to do slang words that don't exist or folklore that doesn't exist first, Will?
Let's do folklore.
All right. Start us off, buddy.
All right. This is folklore that doesn't exist. Do you know about the man who taught birds to fly? A
No.
long, long time ago, birds couldn't fly. There were no such thing as birds. And there was a very old, wise old man who lived on top of a big mountain with a big cliff.
Yep.
And he one night had this crazy dream of birds and kind of this premonition that these things were destined to exist and that they would squawk and fly and flap their wings for generations to come. But he didn't see, them happening. So every morning he would wake up, he'd pour himself a tea, and he would walk up to the cliff and throw squirrels off of it. And after years, one of the squirrels flew right away.
Yeah.
And that was the first bird.
Yeah.
Wow.
People thought he was nuts for the first couple years.
Oh my God. Yeah. There were like a million animal abuse
Yeah.
lawsuits.
Yep.
This was like the 60s for the record.
Yeah. Have you ever heard about Jack and the lean stock?
No.
So Jack, his mom sends him into town to sell their cow, and he comes back with these magic beans, and she's like, "What the hell? Like that? I sent you to get money for him." So he plants it, and he climbs this giant beanstalk, grows out of the ground. He climbs to the top. There's a bunch of SoundCloud rappers up there drinking lean.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and then he became Young Lean. Yes,
That's the origin story.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Jack and the Lean Stock. Yeah. Do you know about how evergreen trees came to be?
Oh.
no.
So every tree used to be seasonal back in the day. But there was an old man in Italy in the countryside who didn't like how the trees would turn gray in the winter. And so he went out one winter, and every day he went out with a bucket of green paint, and he painted the trees every single day. And the next winter, when the winter time started, they just stayed green.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think we took different approaches to this.
Maybe.
You guys
Lauren,
are...
wait, anything good?
Yeah, how's Instagram, Lauren?
I'm not on Instagram.
What are you on then?
LinkedIn?
No, I'm sorry. I was responding to a text. I'm paying attention.
It's just like we need you. I just need someone to look at sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm right here.
All right, fine.
It's like when you're on like a date. and-
You guys are on a date.
You've never been on a date.
I'm the waitress.
Yeah. Imagine being like at the waitress, like, hey, you're leaving us alone over here on a date.
Yeah, that's almost worse. The waitress is on her fucking phone the entire time.
Oh,
Where's our food,
the entire
Lauren?
time.
Have you heard of Ryan Cashew? Wait, what did you say?
So the entire time? Not the entire time.
You ever heard of Ryan Cashew Tree?
No.
It's Johnny Appleseed's significantly less famous brother, and he was convinced that the cashew was going to be the next big nut when America started, and so he went around. He planted a bunch of cashew trees, and it didn't work out. It didn't work out.
That is a bummer to hear.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that you went through that. Okay. I've got, do you know about the strongest fish that ever lived? Okay, so, a lot of people say that the tides come from the moon, but the ancient Crimpelians didn't believe that. They believed that the tide didn't used to change. And then one day, there was a very, very buff, strong fish that spent his whole life working out in the ocean floor gym and got very strong. And all he wanted to do was go and live like the people lived. So every day, every 12th hour, he would take the biggest swim he could, and he'd move the whole ocean as far up as he could, and he never made it to land. But his continued efforts created this pendulum of the tides that now is
nice.
Why the tides happen.
Yours are a lot better than mine today.
I don't know about that.
Do you guys know about the boy who cried at everything?
No.
So he's similar to the boy that cried wolf, but he just cried. He would cry at everything. He would cry at like minor inconveniences.
Do you think the boy who cried wolf cried?
No. Yes. No.
He didn't. It was like cry.
Yeah. Yep.
That's okay.
This sounds like me before I got on my Lexapro. Literally, I would cry to that.
What's Lexapro?
Anxiety.
Oh, nice.
Continue.
Wait, why are you on Lexapro? Do you have anxiety? Yeah. Wait.
Yeah, you do not want to hang out with the boy who cried at everything.
Wait. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't know if I hijacked it.
No, you definitely don't want to hang out with him.
Okay. Do you know about why bears hibernate?
No.
There was one bear many, many years ago who was being such a menace to the village and attacking the villagers. And the villagers were like, we got to get this bear to chill the fuck out. And so instead of, shooting it, because that would be inhumane, they got those like dog CBD gummies.
Yep.
And they gave him like a ton.
Yeah.
But one of them accidentally had a bunch of THC in it too. Bear got baked, went to bed, woke up 8 months later, and was like, that was fucking awesome. Told all the other bears about it. And now they all take a bunch of CBD.
Yeah, the bears are just baked.
Yeah.
Do you know about the swear wolf?
Yep.
The swear wolf, he roams like suburban neighborhoods and he teaches all the kids how to swear.
Oh.
And that's why kids think swearing is cool, is because there's a swear wolf walking around telling them that it's cool.
I wonder if like it's a money thing because then he robs the swear jars.
Yes.
So he teaches them how to swear.
Exactly.
So he can cash in later when they do it.
That's great.
Yeah. Do you know about the first rat to infest a building? Lauren, cover your ears. Okay. The first rat to ever infest a house and or office place just really, really wanted a job. He was like broke. His rat community was broke. And so he kept showing up to work every day trying to get a job.
Yeah.
And people just started gluing him to stuff. And so no one ever reported back. He never reported back because he got caught in a glue trap. So then all the other rats were like, holy shit, he got a job.
Yeah.
So then they started going. And so every time we kill a rat, it's just another rat who's looking for a job that doesn't know what happened to the last rat who tried.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's folklore that doesn't exist.
I got one more.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Do you know about the SAT bridge troll?
No.
He similar to the bridge troll that you have to answer his riddles 3. This one, to pass his bridge, you have to take the SAT for him so that he can get into college, and he doesn't have to keep being a bridge troll. Yeah,
That's kind of big. That'd be a big development.
I know. He'd be the first, troll to ever get
go
to a
to
NESCAC.
Okay,
Those were fun.
those are fun.
I liked them.
Now we've got slang words that don't exist.
These are slang words that don't exist. I got glass.
Yep.
Something goes very smoothly. Like, how was the ride over here? Oh, it was glass. We hit every single green light.
So glass was one of my slang words from our last slang word segment.
Really?
Yep.
What did it mean?
Guy you can see right through.
Oh shit!
It's cool.
That's
It is
my
cool.
bad.
I'm going to make some calls, and
It's my bad.
it's okay. Maybe we will. We'll talk about it later. All right. I've got rec. Like some. It's like short for like rec league. Like if something's like kind of childish and like not
Yeah,
very high level, high stakes. You're like, it's rec.
I like that. Puzzle. When you wake up and you don't really know what happened last night.
Yep.
Last night was a puzzle. Like, you're trying to put the pieces back together.
Amen.
Kind of missing some spots.
Start with the edges.
Yes.
Yep. Lofted is like some sort of like something that would be really high. Like it's not something that you're going to achieve right now, but it's kind of like a goal.
I like it.
It'd be like, yeah, I would love to own a coffee shop someday. That's lofted, but I'll get there.
I like that.
Love that.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer. It's a guy who comes in and blows up the conversation and makes it whatever he wants to talk about.
Yep.
I hate talking to that guy. He's an Oppenheimer.
He's an op. Yeah. Even though he meant well, he didn't know they were going to drop the bomb.
Yeah.
Cream and sugar. Cream and sugar is something that is kind of superfluous. Like it's not, you don't need it, but it can be a nice little touch.
Oh yeah, that's cream and sugar.
Yeah, it's cream and sugar. Or, you can also use it the other way around if someone is like it's not necessary. Someone's like, what if on the way to the amusement park, we stop at the big donut store?
Yeah.
You're like, nah, it's cream and sugar. Let's just go to the amusement park.
I like
you know
that.
what I mean?
I like that a lot. Boulder. Someone who's solid. You know they're going to be there. You can count on them.
Yep.
Guy's a boulder. He's
He's a boulder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pitch. Something that's like right, exactly what you needed in that moment. Like it's like on pitch, like vocally. So it's like,
nice.
that's pitch.
Love it.
Like, wearing those shoes, like those are pitch. They fit in. They're perfect with your outfit, kind of. You know what I mean?
Nice. This one's bad. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize.
I would like an apology.
Helen of Troy. It's like that girl that like your buddy is willing to get back with no matter what. Like even if she like would compromise the whole situation. Like it might not be great and it's going to have like dire consequences, but that's just Helen
But
of
he
Troy.
just keeps going back. Yeah. My last one is rub.
And you remember what it means.
And I don't remember what it means. Now I'm just thinking of like a rub and tug.
Maybe like you meant like dry rub, like on a steak.
No. I think it's a guy. He's a bit of a rub.
Yeah.
He can be fun, but he has the ability to irk people and kind of rub you the wrong way.
I like
He's a bit of a rub.
Yeah.
He's not a bad guy. He just can be a bit of a rub.
Beautiful. Slang words that don't exist.
Slang words that don't exist.
Beautiful.
I think our drafts were the best we've ever had.
Oh, that was tough for Jackson today.
And for William.
All right, should we do our personality segment?
Yep.
And then we have an announcement.
Yep. Whose personality are you stealing this weekend?
Rusty.
I'm going to steal Frank Lloyd Wright's personality because I'm getting really into Legos, and I think that I'm going to get either the Hogwarts Express or the Globe or the Titanic this weekend and just go to town on it. So that's whose personality I'm going to steal.
You know, they make Frank Lloyd Wright Lego sets. You can get like Falling Water and shit. Like all like his famous.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what is Falling Water?
That's like
Google
his
Falling
like
Water
most
Lego set.
famous
Oh,
thing.
I feel like
It's all one word. Insane.
what?
I said it's all one
It's
word.
all one word. You just
immediately hit
did
space
two
bar.
words.
Wait. Oh, I didn't hear that.
Oh, I have seen
I
this house.
zoned you out.
House is sick.
I used to have this Lego set.
Damn, that's fresh.
Okay. I'm gonna steal. My old boss Patrick. He was a very blue collar union guy when I used to mow lawns, and it's Labor Day weekend, so I want to honor the most blue collar guy I know. He used to just.
Is that what Labor Day is about? Like just like the workers?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh yeah, we have Friday and Monday off.
Yeah, Lauren.
I don't have a specific person, but I think I'm gonna be drinking a lot this weekend, so
Cool.
I need to like rally.
You'll be John Daly this weekend.
Sure.
John Daly.
John Daly.
And I'm not particularly excited. I'm excited, but
Where are you going somewhere?
Going to Parker, Arizona. Troy. It's a bunch. I don't know.
That was my last guess.
Yeah,
They
never
do.
really
There's
missed
like the Colorado River runs through there, and people have like houses along the river, and like the bars are apparently really fun.
Oh, fun.
that. That'll be cool.
Yeah.
All right, Willie, you want to tell the Playmates our big announcement?
Yeah, we have a super special guest coming on. We're doing like a special hour-long something like that interview later today when we're recording, but it'll come out in like a week when you're listening to this. Can't tell you who it is, right? Because we're building hype.
Special surprise.
Special surprise, but we have a very exciting guest that I'm thrilled about.
It will be a
And
bonus episode in addition.
It'll be
to
in
It's not
addition
going
to
to
our-
affect the normal.
In addition to our regular Wednesday cadence, sometime next week.
It's going to be like an hour long chat, 45-minute long chat.
Yeah.
But we're excited.
It's
I haven't
gonna
met
be
him yet,
take a guess
Or her.
who you think it is.
or her. Yeah.
And
Give
comment
it a
who you think it is.
All right. Love you guys.
Peace.
Have a great rest of your week.